Hero status by proxy in dog culture. So dogs get hero status by proxy. And this is why talking to people that are in the dog culture can be extremely challenging because it's a deep emotional connection. So more and more in society, I've noticed that if somebody does something out in the world, anything, take Christmas pictures, go for a walk, go for a hike, go to the park, it has to be presented as, look what I did with Scruffles, look what I did with Fluffy. And look at the pictures of Fluffy in front of the fireplace. Oh, I got a new puppy. Every picture on Facebook for months is the dog did this, the dog did that, the dog did this. So the dogs get this hero status by proxy. Another example, someone goes through something tough in life and they come home and they have their dog and they say, he was with me through all that. Like, he wasn't with you, you happen to own a dog during times of strife. It's not the same thing. But the emotional connection that we're dealing with people that are wrapped up in the dog culture, that's what we're dealing with. So you see this in police culture too. Something happens good during arrest. Oh, the brave hero cop, Sir Barkalot, Lieutenant Fluffy, he saved a bunch of people. And yeah, that's great, but we don't talk about all the officers that were there. We don't talk about all the other stuff, the firefighters, and they sit there and they go on and on about how a dog saved somebody. When the dog was put there by a $40,000 police car, the dog was put into place by thousands of dollars of dog training. And then you see this on the memes on Facebook too. I'm a dog person. I don't trust humans. I don't like humans that don't like dogs. Yet every dog out there that gets pumped up, pumped up, pumped up into hero status, guess who's underneath of them? A whole bunch of humans that had to sacrifice a whole bunch of time, money, everything else. Just like with the veterinarians, they're the ones doing all this help for dogs so they can go home and live a couple more years and get more pictures in front of the fireplace, more pictures at the park, and be like, oh look, we did this and that, and look at how much Fluffles love to do it. Like back when I was a kid, if we went out to do something cool, it would be like, wow, we got some money. Wow, we got some gas money. Wow, so and so had a truck. We went to this place. It's an old abandoned dam. We want to learn about it. We want to know about all the human elements that created our great day. And then when people talk to us, of course, we're talking about, yeah, my mom had some extra cash. Yeah, my father-in-law came over and gave us a bunch of watermelons, stuff like that. Nowadays, somebody goes out and does something, and everything about it is the dog is always in the picture. The dog's in the picture, in the center of the picture. I noticed it more and more on the hiking groups. Somebody goes hiking and they're not like, man, I got this new rain gear. I got this new sports slick so I don't get chafed up. My swim trunks that I brought are super awesome. I got a down jacket. My buddy Tom came with me, man. I got him off the couch for a while. It's all about, well, we took Fluffles out here. We took Scruffles over here. Oh, look, he chased a squirrel. Look, he fell in the creek. Oh, look, he did a little poo-poo down by the water. Oops. Everything is like more and more and more dog-centric. So they get hero status automatically. You know what it's like? Product placement. Like back in the day, you see a Bud Light ad and everyone's having fun with your buds, and there's all cute kind of girls running around, but everybody's drinking Bud Light. So you watch that and you're like, yeah, man, drinking Bud Light's all about happiness. And so with dogs, they're like a product placement. Everybody thinks, oh, it's all about happiness. Oh, I need a dog in case I go through something tough because this person said their dog was always with them during, a death in the family and stuff like that. Like they get the automatic hero status. So it's a phenomenon that runs parallel with civilian life and just everywhere else. Like police dogs and civilian life, we always hear if a dog does something good, it's like, oh, Scruffles laid on the couch, Scruffles ran after a ball. Anything cute that they can do, the credit goes to the dog. Anytime something goes bad, they blame somebody else's dog. They blame the human, the owner, the kid triggered the dog. These people didn't understand my dog's needs, and they didn't understand his tail was wagging this way. They should have done this. So that's another element of the hero status that's bad because we keep chipping down humans and elevating dogs anytime the dog does something good. So the culpability is on the dog, but that the culpability is on the human every time they do something bad. Same thing with the police dogs. They're constantly giving them hero status. They'll have like 10 cops, 20 cops lined up. They have the dog, and everyone's all, like somebody in the military saved somebody, or a firefighter, did something amazingly heroic, and it'll be a dog that died. I mean, dogs die, and isn't that the purpose of having these police dogs? Isn't it that's we deployed this police dog so the police officers don't get hurt. The dog is just doing its job. When a dog joins the police force, it's not like it's over there getting spoiled eating Cheetos on the couch with the doggy daddy, and it's like, man, I gotta join the police force and start saving some lives, saving some officers' lives. Yeah. No, the dog is trained and trained and trained, and thousands of dollars of taxpayer money goes into creating this dog. And so instead of honoring all of that stuff that brought that police dog where it goes, we do these ridiculous, crazy funerals that we don't even give to like homeless veterans. We don't even give to like our fathers and mothers. People that have amazing impact in people's life, they'll die and they don't have enough money for this and that. So it's like, well, I'll just cremate them and we'll have like a little tiny service. Yet a police dog dies, and you got like half of the county sitting there acting like the dog was their personal dog and stuff. It's crazy, crazy, crazy hero status. And the dog was just trained to do that. The dog didn't even join the police force. It's like a lot of people that are in the military, you can say that they're a hero, but they chose to join the military. A dog was purchased and bought and formed and shaped and bred and then put into service. So yeah, it's just hero status. So when we talk to people in dog culture, that's what we're up against. It's this deep emotional seated thing that slowly, slowly, slowly through the culture, we slowly give less credit to humans and give more credit to dogs. A story from my life, me and my fiance would take our dog out because, well, you got to get it tired so we can watch a movie later, so it's not running all up in our face and stuff, so we can eat a bowl of popcorn without the dog constantly begging. So we go and do stuff, and then it's like, oh, where'd you take the dog? Where'd you take the dog? And we would have to be like, well, we took the dog here, we let the dog run, we had to stop here, the dog had to go to the Potters, blah, blah, blah. We're not talking about like, hey, these new tires we got on our car are great. Hey, we packed some amazing sandwiches. Hey, we're going to try a new recipe later. The whole day that we did was talking about the dog. It's like we put research into where we were going. We went to find cool stuff that neither one of us had seen. And people weren't interested in that. They weren't like asking us the questions. They were just like, oh, what'd you do with the pupper? You guys went out there, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, that's great and all, but more and more, everything we did, if we wanted to look good or get people's attention, all we had to do was sit there and be like, oh yeah, we took the pupper out to do pupper stuff that all puppers do every day, all day. Like, all of a sudden they want to give us attention because we did something with the dog. Then we get home and we're going to cook or we're going to watch a show. We're going to spend time with each other without that dog between us. And no one is interested in that. They're not like, hey, nice. You guys got some weekend plans? Get that dog out from in between you, so you guys can focus on each other. Get some neck rubs and foot rubs, cook together, do stuff together. People they weren't lifting us up for being with each other. They were lifting us up for being with our dog. You're like, oh, you did something with your dog? You must be the best person ever because I saw all those memes on Facebook about how dogs are better than humans. So you guys are spoiling your dog? Good job. Good job worshiping dogs. You went and worship dogs. You guys are going to do something together as humans, though? I don't want to hear about that. That's basically the underlying message of this hero status by proxy. So that's what I'm calling this new thing, hero status by proxy. I'm going to use it in some future videos. And what do you guys think about the hero status by proxy? Is that valid? Is that a valid observation that I'm making? Looking forward to you guys' comments. Thanks.